Good morning, everyone. Florida State Seminoles fell to number 4 in the College Football Playoff Committee rankings this week. Now, the fall is at least in part due to that newly created stat called game control. In the eyes of the committee, the Noles just simply haven't dominated games, so they seem to be also indicating now that final results aren't as important to them. An impressive win against Georgia Tech this weekend is really not going to be easy to come by for FSU either. Tech likes to control the clock, limit the opportunities for the opponent, so the Noles have to take advantage of every chance they get.
The efficiency is going to be very critical, and when you get chances for touchdowns in the red zone, you got to convert them. And saying all that, so it'll be a great game. It's what championship games should be made of. Paul's done a heck of a job coaching this year, and got a good team.
2 members of the Florida State soccer team have been named semifinalists for the Mac Herman Award, which is the highest individual honor in college soccer. Dagny Brynjarsdottir and Kristen Grubka were both recognized as 2 of the 16 semifinalists. Both Brynjarsdottir and Grubka have played key roles in leading Florida State to its 4th straight College Cup appearance. Brynjarsdottir was named the ACC Offensive Player of the Year, leading the Noles in both points and goals this season. Grubka was the Defensive Player of the Year in the conference and also the anchor of an FSU backline that allowed only 9 goals this entire season. FSU, one of only 3 schools with multiple semifinalists.
It's not often that you have one semifinalist for the MAC award, and we have 2, so we're thrilled to have that recognition. Dagny's had a fantastic year. She's had a great career. She's matured into certainly one of the best attacking players in the country, as Grubka has matured into one of the best defending players in the country.
Florida State volleyball team finished in 2nd place in the ACC. The Noles well represented in the all-conference team. Libero Katie Mosher, outside hitter Nicole Walsh, and middle blocker Sarah Burrington capturing first-team honors this year. 3 other Noles were named to the all-ACC second team. FSU now getting ready for the NCAA tournament, where they're going to be a host site for the first 2 rounds. All the action beginning a little bit later today over at Tully Gym when FSU takes on Jacksonville. And that's going to do it for your Sunrise Sports.
And of course, don't forget, you can catch all of Saturday's game action. The showdown in Charlotte. Sports director Brad Dalton breaking down the keys to the game Saturday at 7:30, followed by the ACC Championship game at 8 o'clock right here on WTXL. So this was a pretty big story. Earlier this week, the University of Alabama Birmingham announced it's shutting down its football program, even though this is one of the Blazers' stronger seasons. UAB says it's just losing too much money on the sport, and the decision to shut down the football program makes it the first major college school to do so since 1995. But right now, many are wondering if other campus sports are in jeopardy, including basketball and volleyball. That's because the conference that the school competes in right now requires a football team. No word yet if any other conference will accept them. So it looks like there's going to be more changes on the horizon than just the football team.
Interesting that the football went first versus the other maybe lesser
that's
sports.
kind of surprising.
All right, this is an interesting one too, but for different reasons. The Philadelphia 76ers looking to avoid matching in the NBA's worst 18-loss record to start a season. Typical start, against the Timberwolves last night. Well, 16 seconds into the game, after a foul that happens here, let's see if we can see the foul. Either way, the refs decide, they realize that the teams are playing in the wrong direction.
Oops. So there we go.
So they do another jump ball, and look at that coach is just like, are you kidding me? Anyway,
wait a minute.
It must have been that additional 16 seconds and the re-jump ball that
what it was.
gave the Sixers the need to win, because they beat Minnesota 85-77.
I've never seen that happen.
No,
I've never seen that happen in like a 6th grade basketball game, let alone the NBA.
Oh, those refs, they're worse than ACC refs.
You should have just played it out. No one would have known.
No one knew at all, but oh well. Again, congratulations to the 76ers.
Could you imagine being in the audience though? You'd be like, what are you guys doing?